Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another exciting tutorial with UXMate. Today we're going to learn how to use slot property in Figma component, which is a very recent update by Figma, and it was a very most awaited feature, you can say, because this is going to be a completely game-changing thing in creating design systems, creating components. So let's head towards Figma and let's understand in detail what exactly this is and how you can use this in your design system or creating components. So here we are in Figma. Make sure you already subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon as well, because if you're not doing that, then you're going to miss a lot of notifications for all our future uploads. So here we are in Figma. I'm just creating a simple component just to show you what exactly the slot property is. So I'm just going to give it a name, parent component, and we can use slot property in models, in tables, in containers, in layouts, in anything which you can imagine, where you can use multiple nested components without using multiple layers, multiple hidden layers, multiple variants of the component. You can just create one component and then add multiple components inside it in its instance as well. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a different color so you can understand. And this, I'm just going to activate the auto layout for this. So I'm just hitting Shift A so that parent component is a auto layout frame, and again I'm going to give auto layout same to the nested frame as well. So I'm just going to name it container. Okay, and let's convert this into a component. So just hit this create component button on the sidebar. So now we have created this component. Now we need to add a slot property in this. To add a slot property, just select one frame, and make sure guys, slot property is only applicable to a frame, not to any other objects as of now. So just make sure you're selecting a frame inside your parent component or inside the component where you want to add the slot property. So just select the frame, and here in the right hand side in the panel you can see this plus icon, which is basically convert to slot. Now when I click on this convert to slot, it basically takes the name of your layer, which is container. That is fine, and you can describe how to use this slot, but I'm going to keep it as is and just close this. Okay, now we have created a slot property for this component. Not it, sorry, I have not submitted it because I'm going to show you more things as well. Now let me create few more components here. Just imagine this is, let's say, a radio button. You can definitely use your own components. I'm just demonstrating it with very basic use case and very easy to use, so you can understand what exactly the slot property is. So let's assume this is a radio button. Okay, my radio button component is ready. I'll just rename this and convert it into a component. Okay, and you can use more components similarly. I'm just going to create, let's say, one more a temporary component. Let's say component 2, and just change the color to something, maybe this reddish or something like this. And I'm not going to add anything in this component, just in this frame, just make it to a component. Okay, now we have two components, and we have this parent component which is too big anyways, but that's fine. Let's make it 1280 by 1920. Okay, now what we have to do is we need to just grab an instance of this component, and I'll show you more things. Now when we take the component, and if we just consider it without any slot, so now this is not a slot property. And now if I try to add something inside this component, you would say it is not in that component. Okay, so this component instance is completely a different instance, and this one is a completely different instance, and you can see it here as well. This is my component 2, this is just component 3. It is renaming, but it is instance of component 2. You can see it here, and this parent component is as is here itself. So this component is not getting added or inserted in this container here. In traditional Figma approach before having this slot, what we exactly have to do is you just need to detach this, or break this component, and then add all your nested components into this parent component. But now let's select this frame where we want to add all other components, and just click here on convert to slot, and we can just change the name and define how exactly this is going to be used, but let's keep it everything as is. And now here I'm going to add the instances which are preferred instances, which designers would be seeing when they select this component. So I'm just going to add these two components which we created, and just let's click on create property. Now you can see this has turned to a pink colored layer, and you can see it here in the layers panel as well. The color of the layer name is changed to a pink shade. So this is how we can identify this is a slot property. Now I am here in the instance of this component, and now you can see there is this plus button which basically allows me to select the components from my preferred components as well. So I'm just going to select something from this preferred component, and now you can see when I'm changing the width and height of my component, my slot container is automatically adjusting with the component itself, because this is again one auto layout, and it is as simple as a normal frame where we create layouts in Figma. So nothing different, but just now we have ability to still make changes in the original component, and we can still add multiple different instances. Not necessarily it has to be a preferred component. I'll just show you one more dummy component here, which is not a preferred component. So I'm just going to say it component 3, and you can see this is not in the list of preferred components. I'll just convert this to a component, and now when I'm dragging an instance of this component here in this container, it is now added. Now I'll select this parent component and this container frame inside it, which is the slot property, and just change the auto layout so you can see the changes which I am doing. I'm intentionally not using the proper UI components, just to make sure that you understand the fundamentals and the structure of the slot component, so you can imagine all the possible use cases and then create components with this property. So just make sure you are not considering it as a basic structure, but just understand the fundamental of this property. Now when I'm here in the parent component, I can simply add or change spacings, everything in the auto layout, and you can see everything is automatically getting updated. I'll just exaggerate values, let's say 130, and now you can see this is automatically adjusted in my instance. So this is nothing but as simple as a simple component which now has a container frame, or a slot property where you can add multiple instances. And the good thing is you can just change the layout or the arrangements of the components. You can add any other content as well. So for example, I'm just adding this text here, and maybe I'll just increase the size. And now you can see this text is also part of this container. So now when I'm moving this whole component, everything is very well aligned with this parent component, and all the stylings and behaviors of the parent component can still be changed, and that would be reflected in the child component without breaking the relation. So you can update your parent components, and then all the child components or the instances will automatically get updated, and you can still have the flexibility to create these nested layouts or multiple different variations. The cool thing is, let's say you have this radio button, and now let's assume you have to add multiple radio buttons. I'll just change the color so that it is more prominently visible. Okay, let's say you want to add more radio buttons here. So what you can do is you can simply duplicate this as much as times you want, and this would be repeated in this slot itself. So I'm just going to change the padding default to 24, and what you can do is you can select multiple and then add a frame as well. So if you're seeing this, I can, first of all, arrange the parent component with, the best possible ways. And then again, even when I'm creating instances of those components, within the instances, I am able to, again, add multiple frames, multiple auto layouts. Now you can see this frame 75, which has all these radio buttons, is a separate auto layout. This container has a separate auto layout as per the parent component, and you can anytime change the order or change the placements in the slot. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure you already subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon as well so that you get notified for all our future uploads. And yes, I would also like to know where you would be using this slot component in your design system. Just let me know in the comments, and to the next video, keep watching, keep learning, keep designing.